All I did was move the dirt around and put the seeds down. Just put the seeds in, and they started growing.
In a food desert, you could call this an oasis.
They nice turn.
And these vegetables are no mirage.
This is beautiful. This is one of the larger size turnips that I've seen. So you can eat not just the root vegetable, but you can also cook the greens.
This is the work of the historic West Side Gardens of Atlanta, a group whose mission is an oxymoron: urban agriculture.
The whole idea is to help people grow their own food. We all know there's the food desert phenomenon, and or nutrition desert, all different kinds of ways you can spin the problem, but you can't buy fresh food. And even when it is in the grocery stores, it's not the highest quality. It's been shipped from everywhere around the world.
Chris is the Urban Fresh garden manager, the headmaster, if you will, of a teaching farm located improbably at a vacant apartment building on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard.
And it's not rocket science to grow food. I mean, the food grows itself. So it's more of a psychological training and the remedial education of people who have not historically been empowered. If you're growing under plastic year-round, eventually that plastic kind of gets sunburned, you have to replace it.
It may not be rocket science, but it's definitely science.
So it adds magnesium and it adds sulfur. Those are the trace nutrients.
Once a week in the winter, residents gather around the little wood stove in the room they affectionately call their clubhouse to take copious notes.
There's these relationships between funguses and plants that make both of them stronger.
They are learning what it takes to make a productive home garden.
It's a very intricate system that we have to put pipes all around, and it sort of rains in there.
The classes are open to everybody. Well, almost everybody who wants to understand how to become more self-sufficient when it comes to growing food.
How does the soil actually help the plant grow? And a big deal is the fungus.
Being resilient enough to find a way to bring healthy options to neighborhoods on the West Side is the goal of everyone who comes here.
Oh, it helped me tremendously. And then I'm able to share with other people. Sometimes I share with my neighbors and with my family. I give them some.
Inside the building, there's a makeshift greenhouse to take full advantage of the southern exposure to help the fragile sprouts get ready for the spring.
Chris has even trained us just to pluck the leaf from the kale and just eat it straight out of the garden. And it's such a different taste just eating it raw.
Everyone here has a personal plot that they tend to.
So we're getting ready to start kind of spring planting. And so I planted a row of carrots now.
These are going to be mustard greens. We're saving them for the mustard seeds. Hopefully we get to make some homemade mustard here. But the greens taste a lot like arugula. They're really spicy.
Participants spend a lot of time pulling weeds from their plots.
That's part of it.
I know it. They will take over.
But one thing they hope spreads like weeds in this community is the understanding that anyone can make a garden.
A learning process. Yeah. It's a learning process.
And the taste is just different. It's just fresh. Like you can't compare it to anything else.
See you all next time.
All right, see you later.
For the City of Atlanta, I'm Keith Whitney.